Miami Heat Nation. Hello, guys. My name is Trent, and over here, we are going to be covering the Miami Heat off-season and heading into next year. So, guys, if your favorite team is the Miami Heat or you support the Miami Heat, make sure you drop that sub and turn on post notifications. Now, guys, in today's video, we are going to be talking about a few segments. The first segment is going to be realistic options for the Miami Heat in free agency, which start July 1st. The second segment we are going to talk about is a potential sign and trade for Zach LaVine. A Bleacher report has thrown this idea out there, so we're going to react to it. And the last segment that we are going to talk about is Yurtseven. Is he going to crack the rotation, or is he going to take that next step and be the next big next to Bam Adebayo and replace Dwayne Dedmon? So to start it off, obviously we're going to talk about the realistic options for the Miami Heat. Now, obviously, we want Donovan Mitchell and Bradley Beal. We want superstars on our team. But let's be honest, guys. These options are probably more realistic and probably will happen. Let's not get our hopes up with Mitchell and Bradley Beal. But to start it off, it's going to be Christian Wood. Now, Christian Wood will be a huge addition to the Miami Heat. He has been linked to this team for the last couple of years and also is on his final year of his contract playing for the Houston Rockets. And his salary right now is about $14.3 million. I feel like that's pretty fair. I don't think it's too much. It's not like it's 20 plus. And for a player, for Christian Wood, definitely think he can help out the Miami Heat. Now, this year, averaged about 18 points a game, shooting 50% from the field, 10.1 rebounds while shooting 39% from the three-point line and averaging a block a game. I do not expect the Houston Rockets to keep Christian Wood for the rest of the year. I expect him to be traded this offseason or before the NBA trade deadline. Now, I do hear a lot of reports coming out from Christian Wood that he's not a great teammate and he's a cancerous in the locker room. But to be honest, guys, do we really believe those reports? I'm not sure. A lot of these reports usually be fake, so we're just going to say that's not true. Now, on the court, I love what he brings. I feel like him and Bam Adebayo can be something special. I know Christian Wood isn't the greatest defender. I mean, he's pretty solid, but that's why you still got Bam there at the 4, Christian Wood at the 5. You get a more of a scoring option in Christian Wood and Bam Adebayo, who can just continue to prove his game, continue to prove his shot. And I think the offense would be pretty smooth. Hopefully, Kyle Lowry comes back fully healthy, and you got Jimmy Buckets with Tyler Herro, and that can be your starting 5. So you guys let me in the comment sections, how do you feel about Christian Wood? The second option is going to be P.J. Washington. Now, P.J. Washington would definitely be solid. I'm just not too high on him. Maybe he stays with the Charlotte Hornets. But this year is about 10.3 points a game, shooting 47% from the field, 36% from the three-point line, and averaging about 5.2 rebounds. He's about 6'7". Either he's going to replace P.J. Tucker or he's just going to come off the bench. Hopefully, P.J. Tucker does stay, and maybe we could bring in P.J. Washington on a cheap contract. I'm not sure about that, though. I'm pretty sure he wants to get paid. But those are the two realistic options I think the Miami Heat should look at and have been linked to. Now, going to the second topic about Zach LaVine. We understand Zach LaVine is the best free agent, but unfortunately, I think Zach LaVine is going to stay with the Chicago Bulls. I don't really expect him to come to Miami in a sign and trade. Obviously, the Bleacher report made this idea, talking about trade Kyle Lowry and Tyler Herro and give them 3 first-round picks. Could be the framework. And yes, maybe the Chicago Bulls will be interested in that. But also, too, the Chicago Bulls are trying to win. So why would they want to give up Zach LaVine? I believe they're going to give Zach LaVine all the money in the world. They're going to give him that $200+ million. The only thing is, if Zach LaVine does want to leave, then it gets very interesting because the Miami Heat do have the assets to offer the Chicago Bulls. And I feel like the Chicago Bulls won't deny a trade of 3 first-round picks with a young player in Tyler Herro and then obviously Kyle Lowry. So you guys let me in the comment sections, how do you feel about that? Zach LaVine and Jimmy Buckets with Bam Adebayo would be something special, and I feel like we will be the favorites in the Eastern Conference. Now, heading into Yurtseven, a very interesting prospect, 7 feet, 23 years old. This season averaged about 5.3 points a game, shooting 53% from the field, and averaged about 5.2 rebounds. Now, obviously, we didn't see him in the playoffs. Obviously, he's a young player. I didn't expect that to happen. But this offseason is definitely going to be big for him. It's either he replaces Dwayne Dedmon or he just stays who he is and doesn't play basketball. Well, obviously plays basketball, but doesn't really play too much minutes for the Miami Heat. But when he did play in the regular season, I seen potential. I feel like he's a tough kid, and I feel like he could be that backup center. But if he takes that next leap, and potentially could grow in the starting lineup, and we don't have to waste any cap on any center in this year's free agency, that would be absolutely huge. So the Summer League does start June, I think July 7th around there. It's going to be interesting to see if he does go to that. I feel like he should. Another year of development. I think this offseason is going to be huge for him. Maybe get stronger, work on the offensive game, get better on the defense end, and let's see what he can do heading into next year. So you guys let me know in the comment sections, how do you feel about Yurtseven? Do you want him to be the starting center, or do you just want him to be the backup big and replace Dwayne Dedmon? But that's the end of the video. I love you guys so much once again, and I'm out. Peace.